Okay, with Meredith Adelaide, Change Kramon is the short film. It's a music video that you're the director of, but you're also the star of the film as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
So is this your music as well?
So Kramon is the artist and the
Okay,
producer and the songwriter for this song specifically. I'm the singer of the song as well.
okay.
Yeah.
And so you're the singer, and then you're all that's what made you. So someone wrote the song, and you kind of like, but is it a band? Like, how it's the
Yeah.
collaboration?
So Josh Kramon is the creator of Kramon,
Okay,
and he put together an album called Evolutions of a mix of songs that have my voice on it and another singer, Hunter Hawkins, and then a couple songs of just his. He's a film composer, so he does TV show scoring, movie scores, but he's dabbling in he's so prolific with song. He has songs after songs after songs. He can't keep
okay.
up with himself. So he brought in Hunter and myself to be the voice on some of his songs. And then I got inspired because I saw he was putting a lot of press behind it. And I was
Mhm.
like, well, I've made videos before for other artists. And I figured if he was interested in collaborating or creating a video for one of our songs, then I could put something together. And, one step at a time, he told me he wanted a music video for Change. I got to thinking, I reached out to some of my team in Los Angeles, and then it just, became what it became.
That's so cool. When did you first meet him?
Oh my gosh, it might have been 2 years ago or so, 2 or 3 years ago. He was looking for a singer specifically just for a song. He hadn't collaborated with anybody in like 20 years or so. So he was just starting this idea of putting this project together. So I was connected to him via a mutual friend manager, and we just clicked, and it was so easy to work with him. And yeah, maybe 5 songs later, 6 songs later, now a video.
So then he like so what was the collaboration he was okay that with you producing and starring in the
Yeah,
music
so
video?
it's surprising because he's like, I want nothing to do with this. Just go
Okay.
make something. And I'm like, great. Okay, we'll make a video. And I pulled up some references just based on intuition, sent it to him. He's like, yeah, this sounds great. Like, I trust you. Just, keep me posted on everything. And yeah.
Was there like a budget that like
Yes.
that yeah, okay.
Yes. So we negotiated a budget. He paid for everything.
Okay.
And then the budget actually, I realized, was a bit too small. So
Sure.
raised the budget a bit. And then I crowdsourced for an additional maybe 2 grand
Okay.
to get everything kind of polished. But the people who donated, I let them become an additional producer on the music video so they can claim, success for this and all of its glory and path of where it's going.
All right, so then it's obviously there's dance, choreography, there's the one location. So when did you kind of like come up with this idea? Did you already have the location in place before you kind of came up with the idea for the music video?
So the way that I work with creating visuals specifically has more to do with uh, what's currently present in my emotional
Sure.
life.
Yeah.
So I was kind of actually processing a lot of self-doubt through the making of this video. So I didn't think I was worthy of making it. I didn't think I was worth that small little budget. And I was kind of contending with these parts of me of like, okay, wait, so literally this is not enough money, but why do I feel bad for asking for more? And I'm shaping this internal world. I realize it's just me against me.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm having such a hard time and why I'm fighting with myself. I don't need to fight with myself. And I reached out to my DP, Tamara Santos, and we started talking a little bit more about this concept and idea. It wasn't what it, became. It started as okay, unconscious and conscious are interacting and they're
Mhm.
affecting each other moving. And by the end, there's a fight and then they integrate. That was the initial concept. So we wanted this kind of liminal space. And I perused, Peer Space and different things in Los Angeles and found the warehouse that was quite small, but worked perfectly for, I think, what this story turned out to be.
Gotcha. All right. So, okay. So the unconscious, the conscious, that self-doubt. I totally get that. I think a lot of people, a lot of creative people can understand
Yeah.
that feeling. I remember like you just my old like I remembered like feeling the same that same emotion where I had a film playing at a film festival and it was like premiering, it was the opening night, and then it was like I'm not worthy of this. I don't want to be here. I don't want, but also being excited at the same time. Like it's
Yes.
that
Hmm.
contradictory kind of emotion that's happening, right? I think that's what you're feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I'm so, a part of me is
Yeah.
so sure of herself and so mature about
Yeah.
everything. And then another part of me is like, no, 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 please, please, please stop, stop, stop,
Yeah.
stop. This is way too much, way too fast. We don't want people looking at us like this is, I don't want to tell anyone what's going on inside, and then I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, how do we, how do we talk to each other? How do we love, how do we trust each other?
My feeling, you could disagree with me. I feel that someone needs to win.
Mm.
Like one
So
side needs to win, beat to defeat the other side, and whoever's more confident in a weird way will win.
I understand that. And I would actually recommend you read a book. I had just started reading it before I wrote or did the music video. It's called No Bad Parts.
No bad
Um,
parts. Okay.
Yes, by Richard Schwartz, and he developed this. I don't even know what you call it, a paradigm. I guess it's in the self help world, but basically, those different parts are all valid and parts of us. And the reason why maybe this little shy one is like, no, 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 it's trying to protect something.
Sure.
And so the goal is to talk to it, say, hey, thank you so much for being here. It's like a whole internal process where you go in and then you find who's there because there's multiple different versions in multiple different scenarios. So you talk to this version, be like, hey, by the way, I'm in my 30s now. I've done all this work before. There's so much evidence about how I can actually create this and how it's safe for me to be seen and safe for me to like submit to festivals and stuff. And I'm curious, like, what is it that you're scared of? And it will tell you what it's scared of. And then you can be like, okay, well, don't worry, like I've got this. If you trust me, I would love to just continue forward. You can be here with me, but I'm
Yeah.
just going to keep moving forward. So it's less about defeating and more about being like, hey, I got you. Come on.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, it's about learning to channel those feelings because I kind of like know I think from a personal standpoint, meeting people on very like high levels, I've been fortunate enough. Everybody feels that. Doesn't
Yes,
matter
yes.
where you are in your
Yeah,
career,
we're
everybody
human.
feels those emotions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And it's really about how we handle them and process them. I turn it into creation and then I talk about it. I'm like, hey, I'm messy and this here it is. And this is what I dealt with.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I have my own album coming out actually next week. And it's all about taking up space. It's called To Believe I'm the Sun. So I'm trying to take up as much space as the sun takes up. I have my own, solar system that I have to keep, alive and really valuing myself in that way. So yeah, all my art is like what's going on inside, personal development, etc.
So let's talk about the making of your film because I love the location. It's kind of has
Yeah.
that kind of modern kind of like, like where was this filmed? I'm just curious.
So this was filmed in oh my gosh, 1 second. It's been a minute. Music.
Sure.
It was in August or July. Music video shoot. Yeah, it was in Compton, in California. So
Like a warehouse?
yeah, it's called Studio 60, and they have a bunch of different warehouse spaces that you can rent. Some with huge windows you could pull cars into. This one was one of like the smaller ones at the front of the lot. It's
Gotcha. No, I
dirty.
love it. It's like it's like the character in itself, right? The
Yes,
location.
yes.
And
Yeah,
you really in the editing you really kind of make it a character. Like you kind of give it its own little. moments and scenes as well,
Thank
right?
you. Yeah, I also edited it, so thank you. I really enjoyed showing it like that.
Okay, so then you're directing the film and you're
Mhm,
also playing two roles,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
So one would think that you're very busy that day and a lot going on in your head. Think about what's going on in your head.
Yeah.
So how are you processing directing the film and then you're also like in front of the camera?
Yes, excellent question. And this is where I shout out my team because it was a small, small team, and each of them carried it. It was such a beautiful thing. Actually, it really showed me where I actually am versus like where I'm scared of being. But my DP Tamara, my choreographer Liv, and my wardrobe stylist Jane each held so much space in terms of like where the focus should go, um, how long we should kind of stay. So they basically took up all of the extra stuff that I couldn't hold. Because
Mhm.
once I was in wardrobe, once we were shooting, I couldn't quite focus on directing, but they knew what I wanted. And it was Liv's choreography, so she knew the tone. We had rehearsed and we had talked about the beats. Jane, the choreographer, is a friend and she's, able to make sure like she's got eyes on everybody. And Tamara's like got her camera crew and she's moving everything along and she knows exactly what we need to get and she knows how to expand what I initially brought up. So the potential stress of directing and acting at the same time was alleviated completely because any hole that was made by me not being able to do one or the other was filled up with somebody else who was aligned with the project and really happy to be there. So it ran smoothly, even though it was maybe a 12-hour day. There's quite a lot of breaks actually.
Yeah.
um, yeah.
Well, I'm assuming you're doing one role and then you're getting ready, makeup and everything like that for the one role, costume, and then you're switching to the other role, I guess,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So the first half of the day was we shot the business suit unconscious. And yeah, second after lunch we changed wardrobe and then went in again, completely different vibe.
And so then you had everything, like I'm assuming you had all this everything, the shot list already down, so you kind of knew exactly
Yeah.
what you were going to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, so we knew the how yeah, exactly. The we didn't really shot list everything out the way it was gonna shoot. That was more on a whim. There's a lot on a whim.
Yeah.
So the shots weren't necessarily set up specifically. Some of them were um thought out by me, but Tamara and her Steadicam operator really brought in a lot of additional movement and
Yeah.
correlation with the choreography. We had sent them the choreography before so they could watch it and study it. And I just trusted everyone to kind of bring up and show or bring what they intuited about the story, because I don't really want to control everything. I want things to bloom and to
Yeah.
capture it. But there was some structure because there has to be.
Yeah, because it was interesting because there's some moments where like they're shooting on Steadicam, but they're kind of
Yeah,
zooming
yeah,
in the shots, and they got to focus that like they. I don't know
yeah,
if they had a focus puller beside them,
yeah,
but it
yeah. We
was
did.
yeah,
Yeah,
because it's some really nice shots. Like it's like from a nerd standpoint, but these are not easy shots to pull
mhm,
off,
mhm. Yeah.
right?
I Tamara and her team were incredible. There was 4 people total for her team.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Did they light anything? Like I'm assuming they just did one main lighting
Yeah,
source.
they had
Yeah,
one, like I don't even know what you call it. I'm not a grip or electrician or anything, but
yeah,
one soft like light that they
sure.
would bring in sometimes or pull through the windows, or bounce off maybe the wall when I'm like laying down or they had that actually when I was in the laying down shot. They had the light coming like above me or something. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I could know, but I don't.
No, but you trust me, you're doing a
Just
lot of the
doing
graphic
other
thing.
things, yeah.
So did you rehearse I'm assuming you rehearsed the choreography, like the dance before?
Yeah. So Liv did the choreo maybe a couple weeks before the shoot, and I live up in, or I'm house sitting up in the Bay Area, and we shot down in Los Angeles. So I rehearsed the movements up here and got it as much in my body as I could. And then the day before we shot the music video, we had a 2 hour rehearsal, and then we shot the video.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Wow. So live. So and then did you look at the footage while you were shooting?
Barely, barely. And it wasn't so much like, so I'm also a photographer, but I've worked with Tamara a bunch of times before, and I just completely trust what she sees. And also, I trust my editing. So I barely looked at the shots because I really trusted her. I was more, when I did look at them, I was more looking at my performance. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so then you're done the shoots, 12-hour shoot. You must be exhausted. When do you first look at the footage?
Yeah. So I end up start looking at the footage, I think about 9 days later.
Okay, well, okay, that kind of surprises me. I thought you would have like later that night. Okay,
Yeah,
9 days later.
I would have, but then I've been really into making sure I take care of myself lately, and diving into that, being completely exhausted, I know was not going to be effective for me. And so I gave myself a whole day at, do you know what We Spa is?
The what?
We Spa?
What's the Wii Spa?
It's a Korean spa in Koreatown in Los Angeles.
Okay,
It's I gave myself a whole day there. You pay like $30 for a day pass, and it's got like salt room and like lots of
gotcha.
saunas, steam rooms, hot tubs, cold
They're
plunge.
they're very nice. I like those, but they have a lot of them
Yes,
in Toronto.
yes.
I thought it was like a spa where you played Nintendo, but
Oh
basically,
my gosh, no, that'd be
no,
crazy.
I'm kidding. I'm so it's a total it's a horrible joke. It's a
But it
bad
is
dad joke.
spelled like that. It is spelled we. That's funny.
That's the worst joke I've told in a long
It's
time.
great. It's fine.
Okay,
You're
so
accepted.
you gave yourself that time to kind of like
Yeah. Give
almost like forget about it in a
Yes,
sense.
yes. To really just let it all, because it's done, you know. Um, and I know myself enough with editing to I edit very fast, and I want to make sure I'm completely nourished, like well fed, well rested, and that actually wasn't going to happen until 9 days later because I had to head up to Oregon. There was a music video fe- or music or sorry, there's a music festival up there called Pickathon that I
Okay.
MC at every year, and I wanted to focus on that. We camp in the woods, like there's no technology there. It's on a farm, in Oregon, and it's just like beautiful. So did all of that, came back here to the Bay Area, and then settled back and then edited the video. And it took about 3 mornings at a cafe.
Wow. Okay. Because
Yeah.
you're watching yourself, so in
Mhm.
a way, it's kind of a cliche, but you have to like step outside of yourself
Yes.
and kind of see the characters for who they are, not your own vanity, I guess, right?
Yes. It's interesting too, giving myself space from photographing the self. I'm a self-portrait photographer. So photographing the self and then giving myself time and then looking at her, and I see her. It's not me, right? It's her. I don't know who she is or what's going on, but
Yeah.
she's saying something and I'm trying to find it. So there's a true separation of that's me, but it's not, you know.
Gotcha. I
Hmm.
just want to point out that there'll be a link to your Instagram page, but which
Oh,
is has
yeah.
a great following, and yeah, it's a lot of you. It's a lot of
Mhm.
self-portraits of you.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
self, all my work is my self-inquiry coming out and trying to be someone that does it as fearlessly as possible so other people can feel more comfortable being able to inquire in themselves because that's really where a lot of healing happens, and it's worth looking and loving yourself, you know.
Yeah, but and I don't know you at all, but basically, I'm just like it seems like knowing you for 20 minutes that you're the exact opposite of a narcissist. So,
Oh.
so there's a little irony that that you're just but you're trying to
Mm,
find something, right?
I see. Yes, because it is all about me. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I see that. Thank you for that.
yeah. But yeah, there's something macro about it, right? So it's
Mm.
like it's big, it's more than it's big, not to sound like flaky, but it's bigger than you in a
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like we're all, like you were saying earlier, everyone, even people who are like super wealthy, feel
yeah.
the same things because we're all human. And
Yeah.
that's really what connects us all. And it's not that we have to be connected to everybody, but we have to feel like we're not alone. That's like, if we feel like we're alone, that's like, ooh, that's what I want to be like. Unless you want to feel that way, you don't have to feel that way.
Okay, so then you're talking about the themes and the it's a lot of music videos. The themes of the music video is the theme of the theme of the song is the theme of the music video.
Mm.
And it's sort of like parallel with each other. But yours is like, I think, like, what is the theme of of the song? Because the music
So
video seems to be different than the song.
I agree. And it's Josh's song. It's his words, his
Yeah.
melody. Um, and I interpret the song as like, in some kind of intimate relationship between two people, two separate people. And the challenge we have with people actually changing who they are and not knowing really what to do, and it just had that messy kind of relational experience. I took it as my own, obviously, relational experience with myself. And yeah, so that's probably a macro version in a way, me with someone else. And then I brought it micro, is me against
Yeah.
me. So that line, the only line that I lip sync in the video, this was all here before I arrived. I really was thinking about this idea that we inherit certain either beliefs or fears or uh, I don't know, ailments from our lineage. And whether that's spiritual or actual physical in our family bloodline, there are things that we inherit that we like. The movements I have are probably my dad. These are not like completely natural to me, even though it's from my dad, it's from his parent, etc. So there's a
Mhm.
lot of stuff here presently in all of us that is not ours, that we bring forward, whether we're aware of it or not, and that
Mhm.
we also have the opportunity to change it if we want to, if we see it, and if it's a problem, if it's not useful to where we want to go in our lives.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because I see that with my own kids, right?
Yeah.
Where like I pass something on and it's like I hope they switch they kind of squash that in a sense, right? Yeah. It's kind of creepy in a way where it's like, oh damn, they got this straight. I hope they squash it. So I like
Hmm.
what you just said there. Yeah.
Interesting. That must be wild. I'm not a parent,
Yeah.
so that must be mind blowing.
It is in a sense because well, I think that's what a lot of the complications happen because you see so much of yourself with your kid and then a lot of parents don't like themselves and blah blah blah,
Yes.
right? And we can go on, right? So
Yes. Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Sadly, exactly. Sadly. Okay, so what did Josh think of the music video when you first
Oh,
saw it?
he thought it was so cool. And his team, his PR team thought it was great too. And they started pitching it to all these different blogs and whatnot. So it was really exciting. It's really like, I don't know if they knew how to even know that I did so much, but it doesn't matter. They were like, this is awesome, really great work. And business continued.
Okay, so then what motivated you to send to like festivals like ours? Like, is it just to get it out there? Like, what's the
So,
plan?
yeah, thank you for asking. A part of this process, again, the not feeling worthy and being afraid of being seen, I realized like festivals are a huge part of getting the film out there. And also, I want to speak more about where I'm coming from because I feel like it's valuable, actually.
Yeah.
And this is a great opportunity to, in tandem, support my messaging as an artist at the same time as releasing my own stuff, um, and getting this out there into the spaces and around the people that I actually want to be around. I want to be around creators all the time. Like I'm an artist. I love artists. They're the coolest
Mhm.
types of people. I love people who create spaces for us to speak on behalf of us, and show our work. I love presenting. I love every part of this world, and yeah, so I asked Josh about like, hey, how do you feel about submitting to festivals? Are you open to funding that? He's like, great, go for it. So got a budget for submitting to festivals, and then that's how we found you. Thank you for accepting this film, by the way.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
By the way, we're doing this podcast. Your audience feedback video is basically done. We're sending your way in a couple days.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, I was curious about that.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
how
just like
cool.
it's like basically in the editing, it's like everybody's talked and it's like I see it. So before I saw it
Wow.
before I talked to you. So it
Oh,
just
that's
hasn't has to be finished it. So
Thank you so much. It's so special also because I don't know much about film festivals. I've been in so many different films as an actor
yeah.
that have been a part of festivals, but I haven't been at the festivals. I haven't been part of the submission phase. Like, I didn't know any of this, and I really enjoy seeing everything, like how it works all together. So this was also an educational experience for me of what it
It
takes
must
to
be,
do
yeah.
it.
It
Yeah.
can get I'm assuming it can get a little overwhelming on Film Freeway.
Actually, I
Hmm.
felt really it felt really easy actually. Because actually, I would say now it felt easy. In the past, I've tried submitting like some other videos,
Yeah.
uh, and it became completely overwhelming. But I realized that's because I didn't have a focus. I didn't have a goal. I was just other than please accept me, which is not enough to sustain anything really. I don't need to
Yeah.
be like, tell me I'm worthy, and that's not going to get me anywhere. Right now, I'm like, I need to learn about this. Someone
Yeah.
else's budget is paying for this. I have so much to say. This thing means a lot to me, and I think it can help change people's lives. It's a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
Um, so
Here, I got an idea for you because I know you do
okay.
little videos. What
Mhm.
you just described is because I know you do acting, you're acting as well. That's an actor going on an audition. Please
Yes,
let me
yes,
get the role. But there's no game plan to their
yeah,
career.
exactly.
They just want to be accepted, right?
Right, right. And I think it's a good, I think that's a very relatable thing actually for everybody,
Yeah,
in any different type of industry, but the acting specifically too, because if you're only an actor and you are only waiting to be accepted in order to do your craft, that's such a vulnerable victim-y space.
yeah,
There's not much power in that. So yeah, I would make yeah to make a video about like, hey, if you're
yeah.
approaching it this way, maybe let's ask some questions in ourselves first and then try again.
Because just that mental kind of like that mental space that you have, and you go into the audition room, which is kind of a crazy situation in the
Yeah.
first place. Everything changes, right?
Right, right. Like
It's
if you
like,
if you think you're like ugly,
yeah,
and you don't like that, because you can think you're ugly and be like totally cool with it. That's a whole different type of thing. Yeah, it's really all about what are you here to do? And
yeah,
if people can't see that, and if they don't put you in that place, then that's not the space for you. Find another one. Make it yourself.
yeah, exactly. Well, it
Yeah.
looks like you're on your way. So then I'm assuming this is the grand things. Put this on YouTube or put this on the social channels. Get it
Yeah.
out
So
there.
this
Get
is
a bunch of views.
This is on YouTube,
Yeah,
and I've posted a little bit about it on my Instagram. I'm taking a step away for a minute while I release my own album, but then I'll
sure,
come
of
back to
course.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's out. It's available to watch on Craven's YouTube channel, and yeah, I'm also available to talk creation. So
Well, my other suggestion to you is to keep directing,
thank
keep
you.
kind of creating. I think that you have a really interesting point of view, and this is a really nice put together film. And of course, a lot of directing is finding the right people to collaborate with, and I think you did it. I think you succeeded there too. So
Thank you so much. Shout out to Tamara Santos,
yeah,
Liv May, and Jane Spencer for being my team.
hopefully I'll see a live action movie out of you soon too. So
Ooh,
like a short
interesting.
film or something.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
I can send you a list of movies or like films I've been a part of actually. If you want to see me as someone with schizophrenia, or if you want to see me as someone who just lost her dad like to death for a week.
I
I
don't mean
do
to
a lot
laugh
of
at that, but go ahead. Yeah,
dramatic roles.
amazing. All right, let's talk again soon when you make your next film. It was really great talking to you.
Likewise, thank you so much.